On today's video, we are going to be doing some really cool, sophisticated Halloween decorations using thrifted items and Dollar Tree finds. We're going to be making some faux stone techniques, some faux brass techniques. We're going to be using some cool lace and fabric and making all kind of fun, spooky projects. I'm Emily with J. Bowen and Company. Thank you for being here. Welcome if it's your first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. Let's go ahead and get started. Project number one are these brass pumpkins. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I love making things look faux brass. Picked up these green plastic pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. I paid $3 each for them. And I went ahead and gave them a quick coat of paint with Rust-Oleum black spray paint. So I already did that. And then I took out my metallics bronze paint right there, and I made a wash with it. I just dipped my paintbrush. It was already wet, and I dipped it in the paint, the bronze paint, and then I added some water to it. That's how you make a wash. It's really simple. And so it's not going to be thick, it's just opaque. You're just going to just paint it on. If you get too much, you can dab it off with a paper towel or just leave it on as thick as you want to. If you wanted more color added or more of the bronze, you can just add more paint. And that's basically all I did. This is a very, very simple project, but it makes these pumpkins go from, the green plastic look to a high-end sophisticated brass. Sorry about the echo. I'm actually doing this from my law office right now, so there's a little bit of an echo. But if you didn't know, I'm also a fusion mineral paint retailer, and I sell all of these products on my website. That's www.jbowenandcompany.com. All the fusion mineral products and Iron Orchid Design products. I sell those, so take a look at those. So I don't know where you're located, but I'm in North Georgia right now, and we are fighting this hurricane. It's supposed to hit really bad tonight. So far, we just have a bunch of rain, but I hope everyone out there stays safe. Love those brass pumpkins. Anyway, if you like them too, give them a like. So now we're on to the second project. This is a faux stone pumpkin. This is one of those light up pumpkins, one of those foam ones from, I think it has a little bit of age to it. I actually tried to sell it in my booth last year. It didn't sell, so I decided to give it a paint job, and I'm glad I did. I love how it turned out. So all I did is I took out my fusion mineral paint in the coal black, and I gave it a quick coat of paint. I ended up having to do 2 coats, and then after it dried, I decided to do the faux stone look. After the paint dried, I decided to make a wash with the Fusion Mineral Casement paint. This is a very good white paint. If you like a bright white, here you go. Anyway, I decided to make a wash with it too. I just took my paintbrush, added some water and a little bit of paint, and you're just going to paint it on. Same technique as I did with the brass, except for this time we're going to dab off the excess with a paper towel. And literally that's all you do. You just dab it off and it gives it this really cool, stone look. Pottery Barn has pumpkins and things like this in this same look, and I've done several of these similar type things before, and I just love them. I think it looks high end, it looks really cool, and it just gives it a neat layered look with the paint and then the wash on top of it. It's so simple to do, y'all, and it makes things look high end and up to date. Here you can see I'm adding more paint, especially in the creases. I really like how that looks when you can see the white. So if you want it lighter, just add more white paint. And of course, if you want it darker, just don't, or just take more away. It's very simple. Anyone can do this, and I promise it will give just about anything a high-end look. I'm going to go ahead and put my website up there. It's www.jbowenandcompany.com if you'd like to order any of the Fusion Mineral paint products or any Iron Orchid Design products. If you like these projects so far, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I'd love to have you follow along. The next project are these spider web embroidery hoops. So I bought these hoops at a couple of different places. I pick them up when I see them. I bought a whole, grouping of them for a couple of dollars, and then I think the other ones were like 25 cents and 50 cents. And then I picked up these two different fabrics at the thrift store, plus this lace table runner with the spiders and the spider webs. It's actually really cool. It looks high-end just by itself, but I'm going to use this particular one in this project. So what I did is I took them all outside and I gave both sides a quick coat of paint with the Rust-Oleum black paint. I think I had to paint them a couple of times to get full coverage. And then after I let them dry, I wanted to make these little decorations. You can just use them, on your shelves, or they also look really cool in the windows. I have a couple hanging up in my windows now. It just doesn't video as good when they're, hanging in the windows or in the window. So y'all watch and see. This is a really cool project. I think you're going to like them. So we're here in North Georgia, and y'all, it is raining cats and dogs. We are preparing for this hurricane. Everyone stay safe, and prayers for all of you. And I hope everyone stays safe and we get minimal property damage. Okay, so here we are back with these different fabrics. These three were all from the dollar store or Dollar Tree, $1.25 each. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find a good spot to use for these projects. And that's all I'm doing here is I'm just looking at them, and I'm, had several different sizes, and I wanted to get the perfect spot. These fabric sizes, I don't know exactly how big they are, but I don't know, maybe 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet. I have no idea. I don't have them in front of me right now, but they're big enough to give you a decent amount of fabric or for a little small project. I'm not using much fabric for these, so you can make, you know, those little like rag wreaths or like a rag banner or something like that, or probably lots of different projects with these. So I wanted to find one that had the spider and the bat in it. So that's what I was looking for. But basically what you're going to do is you're just going to take these hoops apart. One's going to be on the bottom, and then the one that has the little screw is going to be on the top. And then you're just going to put them together, and then you're just going to pull it until it's taut. Pull it taut. I think that's the right word to say. It's not a word I usually use, but that's what you're going to do so that there's no wrinkles in it. And then you're just going to go around and you're going to cut off all the excess fabric. At first I thought I was going to have to like glue some over, but then later on I just decided I could just cut it really, really short and then it would just be fine. I think that this lace table runner was one of my favorite of the Dollar Tree Halloween projects or products that they had at the Dollar Tree this year. It really looks high end. It's actually quite beautiful, and I think there's a lot of projects you can make with it. I picked up several, so I think I'm actually going to use one as a table runner at my house. So I was looking for the perfect spot, and I found this one where I could use the spider web and the two spiders right there. So then I just put it together, and then I'm just going to cut it apart. I also pick up lace whenever I find it at the thrift store. I actually found a bunch of these little squares for just probably $1 or so, if that much, at a thrift store, and they were all different beautiful patterns. I have a ton of lace just in case I need it for projects like this. So next time that you're at the thrift store and you see some lace, I recommend picking it up because you can make a lot of neat projects with lace, including Christmas projects, which are coming up soon. Speaking of Christmas, I just got in my new IOD Christmas holiday items. I love them, y'all. I cannot wait to make some of these Christmas items for you and show you what we're going to have. The release date is coming up soon. It's going to be on October 1st, and I will have these items for you on my website. Most of them, all but one, are going to be limited edition items. That means you have to get them now. Once they're sold out, they're gone. So I have a limited number of them I will have a limited number on my website coming on October 1st. So if you want to purchase them, you better be there on October 1st to purchase them. And if you support me with that, I would really appreciate that. You know, I just wanted to, stop right now with all this talk about these projects and just let you know that I really, really, really enjoy engaging with you. All of your comments make a big difference to me. I love reading them and I love talking to you, and I've gotten so many great ideas and suggestions from you. So if you have any suggestions or ideas, just let me know. And I wanted you to know too that my parents are actually in town this weekend. It is my nephew's, my oldest nephew's wedding is going to be this Saturday. If this, supposedly the rain is going to be gone by then, but everyone is coming in now from Texas and all over for this wedding. And my mom, she's in town now, and she loves reading all the comments. She likes to hear what all you have to say. So anyway, thank you for making my day when you leave comments, and making my mom's day and all that. I also pick up ribbon at thrift stores because it's generally very cheap, especially the lace ribbon. It's so pretty, but I do pick up ribbon in general, so be on the lookout for that. I have this pretty lace ribbon that I'm just making a little bow and tying it around the little screw part of the embroidery hoop, just to give it a little bit extra. On a couple of them here in a second, you're going to see that I made the loop longer. And that's because I wanted to hang them, but especially the lace ones, like the black lace ones and the white lace ones, they look really cool in the window. I have them hanging in my window now. Now for the fun part. Originally, I was just going to make these projects with the lace and add the spiders, but then when I was at the Dollar Tree and I found that printed fabric, I thought, well, that's cool, and that kind of goes with it too. So I picked up these spiders at the Dollar Tree, and then they had these little spider rings in this spider web thing, so I picked up the smaller ones too, and I'm just going to attach them and add a little bit of glue. I'm doing that off camera for the little ones, but I'm just attaching the little rings right through the lace just to give it a little fun look and a little spooky Halloween touch. So, which one of these styles was your favorite? I think my favorite are the lace ones and the spiderweb ones. I think they look really cool. The next project are these antique cats, or that's what I'm calling them, kind of an antique cat vibe. So I purchased each of these cats. They were half off, so if it says $2, it was $1, and $1 was 50 cents. So I purchased these cats, and then I had these printouts of kind of an antique collage look. And so I just took out my Decoupage transfer gel from Fusion, and I gave it a coat of the paint, and then I just applied the printout on top of the cat, and I ended up using my Brayer, and I did the same thing with the other one. The one that was painted white already kind of had a cute face, so I decided to leave that one blank and then decoupage the other side. I then trimmed up the paper a little bit, and I am going to show you the burn method. When you do this method, be very careful so that you don't burn yourself. little face. I tried to do it with a Sharpie marker, but I think because of the decoupage gel, it just wasn't working. So I kind of went back with a little bit of paint just to paint on a face. If you caught my West Elm decor video, you would have seen me paint these galvanized pumpkins and ghosts, but I didn't get a chance to finish them, so I decided to do a little more decoupaging on these. I found this skull printout online, and it reminded me of a pattern that I saw on a pot holder and a mint holder on the West Elm website. So I found this similar look, and I thought I would use it for this ghost. And then I found this other paper that was kind of a distressed looking skulls, and I have a hard time saying that word, skull. But anyway, I decided to use that over the top of the black paint. I was interested to see if it changed the color, but I don't really think it did. So I'm just doing the same as I did before on the other one. I'm just adding the, decoupage gel, and then I am going to add the paper, and then I'm just going to trim it up a little bit and do the burn method. This looks like some kind of scene from a scary movie. But seriously, folks, be careful when you do this. You could get burnt. Don't let children do this without any kind of adult supervision. Just there's your warning. Be careful, all those fun things. Okay, so now that I have completed that, I needed to put another coat of the decoupage gel on top of it. The fun thing is I was able to use the ash that was already, or that was left on this ghost to kind of darken the color and just make it a little bit spookier. So that's how you can use natural materials to kind of use it as paint, but it just, the pigment in the ash changed the color a little bit. And now for the final reveal. Here is this jack-o'-lantern little sign. I added a little bit of twine so that you could hang it. And here's a ghost. Which one of these do you like? Do you like the jack-o'-lantern better or the ghost? Okay, now for the spider glitter wreath. This is a really simple one. I had taken this grapevine wreath and I painted it black with the spray paint, and then I got these 2 packages of these little spider, glitter spiders. I usually don't like glitter, but on this project I thought it was kind of cute. So you're just going to take those spiders, I believe it had 12 of them, and you're just going to place them around and, just get them how you like them. And then you're just going to need to hot glue them down. Now, it was a little bit more difficult than you would think because they were kind of hollow, and then trying to get them, glued onto this wreath was a little bit more difficult, but in the end, I think it's kind of cute. The sparkles didn't show up quite as good in this first view of it, so then I ended up just kind of doing another little shot of it so you could see the glitter better. Are you in the mood for more Halloween DIY decor projects? If so, check out my latest West Elm inspired Halloween decorations. I'll link it right there in the comments for you. And thank you so much for watching.